All right, all right, all right. Good Wednesday morning, and we got rate hike decision today. Let's get that up there. There it be. Wednesday, ADP, going to give us some insight into what non-farm should look like towards the end of the week. And then interest rate decision at 2 o'clock. So, you know me, I don't like to trade before this stuff. I'm also coming off of the COVID, the vid. Not too bad either. Took a ton of vitamin C, 2,000 milligrams, 3 times a day. Feels like it really wiped it out. I mean, literally yesterday, every time I downed those vitamin C's, I just felt better. I had more energy. My body was breathing. So, I didn't take any of the drugs. And my wife was kind of bouncing off the walls like, you should take it. Your heart. Fuck out of here. These doctors will kill you. They'll kill you. So, yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better. And back at work. But I'm going to ease my way in. I'm not going to start trading too aggressively. And you know what? With the Fed interest rate decision out there, kind of, I just don't like being ahead of that. Like even my income trades, I laid off this week because now I'm farm and everything like that. And there was so much volatility that I was like, you know what? And my head's not right. I mean, you got to be thinking clear. Even firing up my computer yesterday, you go through a sequence when you get your computer set up and your chart set up and everything like that. And there was no flow. I even had to think about the process. And I've done it so many times, it just flows. And if I'm not flowing, I'm definitely not trading. So I'm just trying to hammer that point home. And, COVID has me kind of backing off in that respect. So tomorrow's a non-event until we get through Fed. Everything doesn't exist until we get through Fed, if you ask me. And then here we have the Democrats trying to buy votes, and they're talking about what the effect of Russia. Yo, if you weren't in green in anticipation of this guy backing out of this deal, then you're out of your mind. I mean, who didn't know this guy was going to back out of this deal? So, all right. So anyway, take it all with a grain of salt right here. You had a daily bull flag, it triggered, and it failed. Well, you know what? I don't think it failed on the futures. So that's questionable too, right? That kind of makes the flag still valid. We got a 52.50, 61.50. So you know what? On the futures, that flag is still a valid flag, and it did trigger, didn't it? This high is 914, 928. Yeah, it did trigger, but it didn't fail. It's got to break below this low here in order for it to fail. Well, no, that's not really true, right? Because if this was the trigger right there, yeah, this was the trigger. So, yeah, if this was the trigger, this was the low. So it did fail. This failed too. All right. So anyway, the S&P 500 failed. See, I'm not even thinking clear. I got to break down a flag. So I'm definitely not going to trade if I'm not sharp. And here on the S&P itself, you could see the failing of the flag right there. I know I got a lot of indicators on there. Kind of makes it hard to see the price action. But it's telling me a story. Huge engulfing. So it's a negative indication, man. And we're rolling over on the momentum. But anything could happen, anything could happen. Yeah, what are the Feds going to do? They're going to come out with a 50 basis point increase. I think everybody will get pretty euphoric about that. Is it impossible? No. We're coming to the primaries. The Democrats need all the help they can get. They could be pressuring this guy. He could come up with excuses, 75, they could argue is not that aggressive. He could be getting dovish and still pull it up. So, you know what? I don't want to anticipate anything. I'm just sitting out, letting it happen, seeing what happens, and then moving on. Moving on. And yeah, that's it, man. I'm not even interested in anything, to tell you the truth. This is going to be a short, sweet one. We're not going to bother with anything. You know, we could look at Earl. Let's look at Earl and see what oil is doing. Looks like it's putting in a little double top here. Might pull back. I'm thinking that we revisit that 84 area, and that's a good area. That gas should be coming down pretty aggressively. Let's look at gasoline. Of course, gasoline is going to move up. Could be putting in a double top. Momentum's kind of favorable. I'd say that 240 looks a little more bearish than that daily does. I'd be neutral on this. Wait for a break at a low of 2,400. Yep, we're still going to get some coughs. A couple of sniffles. You guys have lived with that, right? And net gas. That looks like it's consolidating right here. Oh, I want you over there. Get a better picture. Think. Yeah, it looks like it might be putting in a little bit of a bottom. This could be a reverse micro trend going on right here. You could watch for a break of that for a continuation to the downside. If it doesn't break that, you could remain bullish on it. On the gas, the nat gas. And quick look at bonds. Bonds. On the 240. It's feeling rather bottomy here. I mean, I got nothing that's exciting me. Moved into a little consolidation. It's probably just waiting out the decision also. How far back is that? Yes, last week. Yeah, they're just waiting. They're waiting for what we're waiting for. Feds. All right, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like, and catch me at 9 o'clock, and we'll do a little trading together. You want to chat? I like to chat. And if not, hey, good luck trading.